Sunday. You know what that means. Greetings, my name is Brian. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. Excuse me. This will be my fourth beverage of the day. Freaking Eagle Rare, as usual. And that's because I was recording earlier. Don't worry. There was a reason. I see people. I see names. I see stuff. Working? I didn't check. Ha! 5 fingers high five. Zenbu, hello. I like the new avatar. Good work. Well, just say I had a little assistance from something. But I was working on that yesterday? Sure, we'll say yesterday. I've been disturbingly productive yesterday and today. Not so much yesterday, but today it seems like I've been a little more functional. Only music maestro. Let's see what we got. Blink. There we go. You can hear that. I only want to hear a little bit. I don't know how long the stream's going to go today. It was going to just be an hour, but rumor is that It's Bourbon Night lost their internet connection. So I don't know if they're going to go live. I will assume they will not. They posted on their Patreon they aren't because they have no internet. But we'll see. If I check around 8 o'clock and they're MIA, then I'll go for another hour. Why not? Mr. Jigs, hello. Welcome, Planet Earth. Oops, can't see what I'm doing. There we go. Good to have you here. It's a very chill night tonight. I try to make Sundays as mellow as possible for both me and you, since most of you have to do things on Monday through Friday that I tried to do for a while, but I just don't. Yeah. Not something I do. I do stuff, just not that. No 9 to 5 for me. I used to do 7 to 4:30. That sucked. Doing okay now, though, as far as doing my own work. I think that's the important part. Doing my own work is a lot better than trying to fit into a different type of work, because it just doesn't. It doesn't. I tried, I really did. I was looking at samples I have in front of me, since it is Sample Sunday, and I can't make up my mind. I started looking at these officially about 8-10 minutes ago, and I can't decide on what else I might want to pour tonight. It's Bourbon Night thing, so I was trying to find some bourbons that I like, but I realized I drank most of those. I have no idea why. I do have a few others. I don't think I like that one. What the hell? I don't know what was in here. I forget. I think this was... Oh, wait, I know. This was, yeah, this was Irene's Courage and Conviction. Very gone. Very gone. I'll have more of that, please and thank you. Ugh. So the dilemma of the moment is what I'm going to drink after I finish my little bit of Eagle Rare, which I tried to start with just to get myself situated. But today I did have extra whiskey of numerous sorts. Actually, I didn't have extra whiskey. I kind of did. Stay tuned for the rest of August. Oh, yeah. There's also the fact that it's going to be chill because I did nothing. This is what I hope to do eventually. Not there yet. But the idea is, if I can attempt to keep a regular schedule. Big attempt. You know, Fridays at 7, Sundays at 7. Solid. If I can keep on to that, which I have done for years now, I won't have to announce every single time I do a live stream. I should, but it's exhausting. Posting on every single social media platform. More so when the social media platforms are fluctuating. If you're not in the know about those, that's not important. Social media is a pain, but it's also what I have to use. So I didn't use that at all today. I just said screw it. I was too focused on actually editing a video today. That was exciting. We've been here the last few weeks. I've been talking about trying to get ahead. Not easy. But at the moment, this week's video and next week's video, which is the one I just finished about an hour ago, are set. The hope is that I can edit one more video, or two. It'd be really great if it was two, before this Wednesday. I don't think that will happen. It would be nice if it did, but I don't think. We'll see. You know, the whole thing is to be about 3 weeks out from everything being uploaded already. Would be nice. And then I'd have to keep up with that somehow. I don't know how I'm going to do that. It's mostly just picking out stuff in advance, which I'm really bad at. Because again, I have one sample I need to drink tonight, and I can't figure out which one I should pour out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20-ish samples in front of me. I'm waiting for Jimmy Jazz to show up again. He's been MIA. He's been doing like real life stuff and having fun in the real world. But he gave me 4 samples here, and I keep getting tempted to open one of them. Any of them look interesting. I'm leaning pretty heavily at that Loch Lomond though. But then we have a Colilla, a Clanleish, and a Machamore. So we'll see. I'll figure it out. I don't really feel like going peat at anything tonight, but this one's really tempting too. Anything Scotch Malt Whiskey Society. Give it. If only I could get those bottles. But I can't. And I don't think it would be as interesting for my channel to have... Well, every month would be kind of great, but the amount of bottles those guys are cranking out, and the price tag on them. No. Can't get those. Yeah. I haven't had a sip of any of them. Zebud. So it's just a matter of picking up which one. I'm leaning towards the Scotch Malt Whiskey Society one though, because I'm feeling that today. I want to feel fancy today. A little bit of, you know, congratulatory, good job moment for me with not only editing a video today. That won't come out until next week. But wish I could have that little thing I use in my videos show up. Oh, I recorded 3 of those videos. So I've recorded 3 videos for the rest of this month. They are recorded. It's the editing part. And today's editing took about 4 hours, maybe more, for a 5-minute video. So yeah, I got distracted by a lot of information. Believe it or not, I like to have the correct information, or at least something close to the correct information. You'll see what that is next week. It's. I only hope people find it amusing. That's all I have to say. Yes, Peaches. Cliff Smith, hello. Welcome. It's lovely to see you here. I hope you're not on the road again. Either you still are. I think you are. You told me you weren't getting around this Friday, past Friday. Always busy. I'm a little weary though. I got worn out by being so fixated on making a video. Oh well. Please tell me what's in your glass. Do there. If anything. Anything. Water, whiskey, whatever. I have some water next to me actually that I haven't opened. But that hydration is key. You're new here. that's better. It's cold too. Bad habit of leaving my water out. It's room temperature, and that's not as fun. What else? I know I have a... Do I have a busy week? Do you guys have a busy week? Orly's take on the Mets on Friday and Saturday. Got home an hour or so ago. Oh yeah, that checks out, Cliff. You and your traveling. Ooh! Sonnet's gin? I don't think I've had... Wait. Is that Irene's? I don't know. I had some of her gin. I don't know if she even has that out yet. That might be it, but my brain is no good for that. Yes, it is raining right now. Hey. That's nice. Okay. I thought that sounded familiar, but I didn't know why, and now that you said it's from Brooklotic, I know why. And I've heard it's very good. I was like this close from buying a what is it? Brooklotic. What's the 10-year called? Was barrel aged on Friday? Yes, she did. I thought about going. We talked about going. She said I could at some point I could do a live stream from her location, which seems like something that should be immediate as far as what I can do in what area, because I have done streams with her where we're talking like this, and of course it's one of those like, hey, you could do a stream at her store. I just don't trust Wi-Fi. I've gotten the old man syndrome, or older gentleman syndrome, where I know wireless stuff works just fine. Wi-Fi works fine. I don't trust it still to do a live stream. It's not plugged into the wall. I don't trust it. Oh damn. Gimme. Well, I'll have to look into that at some point. I don't want to do... I have too many... I don't have enough room for other stuff, let's be honest. As much as I'd like to try a gin or two every once in a while. That may be happening anyway. Soon. But I gotta stay fixated on whiskeys until I start getting less and less bottles. So more and more raffles. That's what that is. There's a balance. Whiskey comes in, whiskey goes out. Whiskey... Yeah, I know. That's one of those things. It's like, damn. Oh, yeah. Is the classic Lottie the blue one? Because it was the black one with the 10-year on it. Unless that's called the classic Lottie, then yeah, that was the one I was looking at. I was eyeballing many whiskeys when I was out, and if you were here on Friday, you saw I picked up the bottle that's behind me. Michter's Rye. Kathy, hello. I was mowing the lawn. It's a bit toasty outside, I can imagine. Yes. Port Charlotte? I don't remember. I know it was the black one. 10 years black one. Was it 10 years? My brain doesn't work that well. Anyway, I didn't buy it. So when I do, I'll let you know what it is, because I don't remember. I know it's the one that's Rex and Daniel. Oh, there we go. That's what it is then. Yeah. There we go. I knew it was a 10-year. That's the only thing I could remember. But yes, the Port Charlotte has been... I don't want to say recommended. People seem to enjoy it. And I already like slightly peated stuff. So it's on the list. Yeah. You got it, Cliff. It's Port Charlotte. I mean, it was not the blue bottle. I knew that. And I've had the classic Lottie before, which I like. But I haven't had... I've either had a sample maybe, or not. Anyhow, point is, the one I want to get is the 10-year Port Charlotte. Hey, Kathy, I hope you had sunblock on and drank plenty of water, because no one should go outside right now. It's not too bad in my area, thankfully. It was, what, 70-something today? Fahrenheit? Right now it's 23 Celsius. So I can go up to about 25 Celsius, and then I really get to the... I don't want to go outside. Yes, see? Kathy, you know what I'm talking about then. It's one of those. I want to see if it's a bottle that will be on the shelf indefinitely. I don't have a lot of those, but I do have some. At some point, I'll have to do a video. You know, like bottles I'll always have on my shelf. There's got to be a better title for it, but you know what I mean. Mr. Great Shot, hello. You are apparently in paradise right now, from what you showed me. Good God, man. Where are you? Kentucky? Nebraska? I don't know why I said Nebraska. I'm not even sure where that is exactly. You look like you're in a nice wilderness. Well, there's the hearts things again. That is incredibly weird still, but I like seeing it. It lets me know you're there without you having to type out words. Little emotes. Eventually, we're just going to use emotes only in hieroglyphs style. No words. We're already starting that. Colorado, your purgatory? Well, I've never been. But it looked nice. Mr. Pennsylvania, hello. You are with a dangerous crowd right now. Tell them all I say hello and send my love to whoever would know I exist. I'm not sure. I know I saw a Shayla out there, and I think I saw Drums and Drams. So I know there's a bunch of channels out there right now. What was I gonna say? I forgot. I got distracted. I'm trying to think about what's going on this week. What's I say next week? It looks like we're gonna have rain. That's good. I like rain. I like thunderstorms. Oh shit. I mean, oh heck. He'll be fine. Probably on the way back. Ah. I hope you had fun. I know it was a weekend thing, wasn't it? You would be on your way back. Brandon has sherry cast. Definitely a sherry bomb. That's good. I don't think I've had that before. Maybe I have. I don't know. Noisy. Look what I didn't turn off. I forgot that. Cheers, Mark, even if you're in Colorado, yeah. Stranahan's? I knew what you meant. That's the one weird thing about language. As long as you understood, you know, typos are the norm. Text messaging has made typos normal. If you know what they meant, you're good. Oh, don't do that, Brian. Oh, you're always on stream. Ugh. For you showing up, I was working. Weird enough. I was working on a video for 4 hours or so before the stream started, so I'm a little weary. My eyes are like, stop looking at anything right now. Close them. Go to sleep. Also, it's hard to point at that. Like, it's not there, but it is. Magic. Stop that. Getting your vowels. Oh, I bet, Mr. Great Shot. Good grief. I don't know what's happening, man. Well, I know what's happening, but let's have a discussion on climate change. Why not? Okay. Like my problem is I don't go outside much anyway, and then you add on blazing heat and sunburn and ultraviolet radiation going to extremes. I don't think so. I'll just stay inside. I have air conditioning. It's fine. But I get paranoid just driving my car. You know, with my hand, my arm on the window side. This thing's gonna get burned off. This is the shoulder problem one too. I don't need any more problems on my left arm. Thank you much. Ugh. I still don't know what I'm gonna pour next. I also still don't know if It's Bourbon Night's gonna go live. If some of you, I will check too, but if anyone's keeping one eye on the It's Bourbon Night stream, they're not going live tonight. As I understand it, they have lost their ability to do so. Their internet went kaputst. So the stream is live, or they set up the stream to go live, but I don't think they're going to be able to. And I don't know if they can get rid of it. I assume they can, but you don't need a Wi-Fi. You just need to be able to connect to your YouTube. It sounded like that. She doesn't have to shake us off. She doesn't have to do anything. Mother Earth is just going to keep spinning. And that's all it's going to do. We are not noticeable as far as the planet Earth is considered. It's just going to cause more chaos. That's all. Thankfully, I haven't gotten anything crazy, but I know hurricanes do hit this area occasionally. I don't need worse hurricanes. They're bad enough. Without needing, like, there's been plenty of hurricanes that have hit other places in the country that didn't go well. Seen a lot worse. Sugar Kitty, hello, meow. I was thinking to do your samples, but I want to save those possibly for next Friday, or the Friday after that, or Sunday. I haven't decided yet. I will do them. Excuse me. Ugh. Shouldn't try to do stuff before live stream. I'm already tired enough without actually being tired. And my sleep's been wonky. Talked about that on Friday too. Yesterday was particularly bad, where I woke up and fell asleep at... I woke up, I got really tired at about 3 o'clock. I managed to not fall asleep. I took a shower instead. That woke me up a little bit. And then I was okay until about 7 p.m. And then I fell asleep. I could not stay awake. I lay down. I was like, I'll just lie down for a bit. I don't know how many times I've told myself that and failed. But I fell asleep for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So it was 10 p.m. when I woke up. That's not good. But I think I got to sleep around 2:30 in the morning, which okay. I will. It's mostly just, do I feel like doing Pete or not, because I think you told me they repeated. Thank you for all the little cookie clicks. That is entertaining. I know I guess YouTube's trying to add some features that a certain other Twitchy place might have, but I won't name it. It's funny. Oh, and I did add the something new, not new, but I changed what I would usually have for the support. You can summon the rabbit. I think that sounds better. Summon the rabbit, and thank you for the support. The support goes through PayPal and Venmo. Summoning the rabbit, though, is the thing. So it's an option for anyone who wants to do it. You don't have to do it now. I'm just saying I changed it. So that's that. Okay. Different levels of peatiness. Eagle Rare is so nice. Right, when I finish that, I have to... Why? Okay. Don't let that call me off guard. We'll go with this one. I'll try to message Jimmy Jazz. Be like, I had one of your samples today. Watch the replay. I'll do that. Isn't Colorado cool with cannabis? Weren't they one of the first ones to do that? Or am I imagining that? Did I make that up? Or is that one of those really random facts that's lodged into my brain somehow? So I will show you guys what I believe I'm going to have. What I've decided on, unofficially. Do it. Do it. There we go. More. Scotch Malt Whiskey Society 64 rare release. So 15 years, ABV 53.1. Donated by the Jimmy J. Trouble he is. What? Brewmaker Maker, hello, good evening. Like I haven't seen you in a minute. Welcome. I hope you're staying cool and eating plenty of those candy things you make. The balls, I forgot what they are. I hope you've had plenty of chocolate balls. Why? Delirious. I want one. Those are good. Ugh. That's the place. Okay. Get a hello. Thank you for making the rabbit dance. Appreciate it. What was that? Ugh. Ooh. Sugar Kitty knows whiskeys. What's that? That's some of the dancing bunny. Thank you, Coney Conjurer, for that. Appreciate it. At least it works. Yeah, that's what is happening when you do that. Mega Chat is good. But I think everyone calls it Mega Chat, so if you summon the rabbit, it's a whole different thing. Bourbon balls, yeah. That's a must every time I go to Kentucky. It's your fault. You're the one who told me in detail about them. For a wedding, I believe. You made them. Ah. Patrolman. Kilholman. Clean Pete. Without the ash. Machir Bay. Ooh, I don't know how to say Sanig. Unless I just said it right. Added cherry finish. I should know how to pronounce Scottish whiskey distilleries. Roy did a video, which I recommend. But I think the only time I've had to clock into them is when I went to Wizard Academy. Oh, no, I can also say I've just watched enough Whiskey Vault videos. You know, those Texans, their accents. You can think of it like this. Someone from Texas trying to pronounce Scottish distillery names. Just let that process. Yes and yes. Okay, good. See? Brewbaker's one of the few people I have some pretty awesome whiskey memories with. Hello. Rabbit. Patrick Gritty. Thank you. Just curious. Yeah, there it is. You summoned a rabbit. Running around in circles like a madman. Rabbit. Sanig? Sanig. East Coast Liquor Reviews. Hello. Cheers, man. Welcome. We're plowing through some whiskeys tonight. I'm having Eagle Rare to start with, and then I believe I'll have about 3 more. Still depends on what's going on with its bourbonite. I believe, from what they said on their Patreon, that they have lost their cable internet connection completely. So, but I haven't been able to look at it. They could be. You know, bourbon balls are. Well, you know what? You should talk to Brewmaker. He makes his good old bourbon balls, and all you'd have to do is replace the bourbon with rye. I imagine that would make a very spicy. I was gonna say spicy meatball, but it's spicy rye ball. This is all. Why did we start talking about balls? This is weird. This is a fun little song. I do have a whiskey next to me that I would love to pour more of tonight. But I can't. I mean, I can. Just not now. It is an upcoming video that has not actually been edited yet. Oh. Very pleased with it, let's say. Look forward to that. Me being pleasantly surprised. Just remembered something. I have to get a certain something out to someone tomorrow by hand delivery. I have this in front of me, so once the stream is over, I can get that set up and shen away. Because I've been meaning to do that. I have these next to me for that reason. So I know they got to travel a bit of distance. So, Starlight Double Oak Bourbon. Initial impression wasn't the best, but hoping it opens up more exciting. $62 bottle compared to the $35 original. Oof. Double oak, huh? I usually like double oak. Some people think it's too sweet. But I've never had Starlight Double Oaked or the Starlight Regular. I have the one that is Bourbon Night picked, but this one's wild. It's the finished in VDN barrels. So, you know, a bizarre orange wine thing. Did a video about it. I was there. Ardmurken. Ooh, Castring. Oh, I put the one I was going to pour down. There we go. Scotch malt whiskey set. I got it again. I'll probably pour all of this, but I won't be able to drink all of it in 30 minutes. It's nice. Oh. Does anyone have any good plans for this week? I was going to talk about my plans, but I'd like to know if other people are doing fun stuff. I know the, Whiskey Uncensored was just here talking about the shenanigans going out west. I actually don't know where that whole event is. Again, I have like blinders on. I'm not allowed to pay attention to other stuff. My brain does not do good things to me when I see other people doing well or having fun. All the negative stuff piles up, so I try to avoid thinking about it. But I do like to know how things went. And even then, there's a lot of I probably wouldn't go for a variety of reasons. I wouldn't go to events, and I wouldn't go to a place where I didn't know many people. I wouldn't go to a different state. That's usually a hard one for me to do. And I don't have the funds, so there's that. I still want to visit a few areas and, drive some places, but I'm sketchy about my car. Still, always. There you go. Rebecca, if you ever send any, I will share. What I do need to do is get to Irene's store at some point soon. I have to pick up a bottle there. Not for me, although I do have a bottle there that was donated to the channel. You know who you are. And what else? Oh yeah, for the Adriana's raffle giveaway, the Alzheimer's one. That's happened at the end of last month. The bottle that she donated is there, and I need to pick it up so I can send it on its way. And hopefully I will do that either this week or next week. I'm decided. Whoa. Piece of software that I've been working on for 3 months. That sounds exhausting. Software. Ooh. Do it. Yeah, I love it. This is what it is, folks. This is the good stuff about the Whiskey Tube community. It's a bunch of people who like whiskey talking about whiskey. Have you tried this? What's that like? Should I get this? Have you heard of this? I love it. It's a lot of sharing of information as well as actual whiskey. It's good stuff, man. Makes you feel good in here. Wednesday morning for a quick visit and then again on Friday. Oh, it's a great shot. Don't be a tease. Text me, message me that, because I will forget. But if it's messaged to me, then I can do it. I don't know what Scotch does she have? Cliff, do you remember? She has a Scotch or two, but I forget what. The last one I bought was the one from England. That was quite a shift in direction, but still good. I'm always down for an H. Taylor. Oh, man. I was just looking at my H. Taylor bottle. It's the empty one, still over there. I got rid of about 15 empty bottles, finally. I kept one that was signed, like a Clonakilty bottle. I have a signed one that's empty, so I kept that. And I have my E.H. Taylor bottle that's been empty for a very long time. It's still in the tube, even though it's empty. I didn't get rid of that one. Got rid of about 10 to 15 other ones that all had some sort of sentiment, and I have to realize I don't have the room for empties. I don't have the room for full. So get rid of the empties and get rid of the full so I can get rid of the empties. So the Maker's Mark bottle, the first one that I did the hand dipping for, that one's gone to its grave, where it will be recycled, hopefully. Scotch on the bayou. Sorry. Whenever I hear that, that's what happens to my words. Bathroom, you guys do like real life stuff, and it's just exhausting to me. I tried to clean up my apartment a little with the bottles. That's all I could manage. Like that, and maybe move 4 other things around. My kitchen's a mess again. I really need to fix that. No idea. I've moved the camera around once or twice. And though I don't regret it, I'm ashamed of how I live. It's another mental health problem thing. 12-year-old koala. Douglas saying, "Oh, that's right." Damn it. I can't. It's too much. Cliff, why? Why does Irene have so many good bottles? Oh, what? What a wonderful problem to have. Irene has so many picks that I can't keep up because I can't afford them, for one thing, but also there's a lot. But there are plenty of you out there who do help me with that and donations, so I appreciate that. Don't think I don't know that. Whoa. Ah, thank you. Oh, Scotsky has to. Yeah. Biz Morgan, hello. Ooh, nice blend. I realized something doing a video. I've always had a bit of a blender spirit. Not like I like to blend and interested in trying. It's like I will just mishmash stuff together, just out of curiosity. I do that a lot on here, but I realized that goes back to the story I told about peach juice, I think it was. So when I was a kid, I've told this story not long ago, but I still find it hilarious when I think about what I was doing. I was taking 2 different things and blending them together. It was orange juice and apple juice. You blend those together, you get peach juice. That is a childhood logic right there. Don't think too much about it. But you can try it. Actually pretty good. 1-to-1. Important. Oh, the Milk and Honey in the Virginia Distillery. Was that the Courage and Conviction? Because she gave me a sample of that. I did that live stream where I compared her Courage and Conviction to the sampler pack that she gave me. As you could see, it was very good. Her pick is very good. It's on the list of places I should go someday. Long list. Oh, but my brain. What else occurred to me is that when I was 21-ish, I would drink these beverages. I don't want to tell it too much because it'll give away what's happening later this month. Let's just say there were 2 different bottles of a beverage I liked, an alcoholic beverage, and I'd blend them together to make it seem like something else. Peter White, hello. Sneak in here. I'm trying to keep up with chat. It's not moving too fast, but I always feel bad if I miss a name. I'm thinking I feel bad about lots of things. How lunch ladies ruined peaches for me for a lifetime. You know what, Sugar Kitty? Here's something I came to understand again. Was freaking... we had a discussion here last week, I think. It was about waffles, pancakes, or French toast. I picked one. So of course, the next day I had to go get... Yeah, it was probably exactly a week ago, last Sunday. Ooh, that's wild. So that Monday I went to a breakfast place and got myself some waffles. Big old Belgian waffles. Except it had sliced peaches on it. And the peaches are fine, but they don't taste like the artificial peach flavor I think of, for the best. But I realized the one reason I don't have peaches, the texture of it weirds me out. There's something about the consistency of it. Keep me the heebie-jeebies. Still good. Still enjoyed the breakfast, but that was one of those unfortunate reminders. Like, oh yeah, this is why I've never had a peach, because I've had peaches. The texture of it's really weird. And I can't even imagine trying to take a bite out of a peach with it being like that. Whoa, whoa. Ugh. I mean, you can do that anyway, Mr. Great Shot, but I'll get you what I can. That's something I like to offer to people who are very generous and kind and, you know, have helped me along this crazy path that I've been on. Is if Irene has bottles and you're interested, things can be arranged. Ben knows. Ben sends that stuff all the way. There you go. I have to read what's happening. Yeah. See, Ben likes to spend copious amounts of money at Irene's. I usually just go there. I bring people there, and then they spend copious amounts of money. Do it. See, I don't have to do it. Ben loves to drive. Ugh. I made French toast this week. They have cinnamon swirl bread on sale. Oh man, that is something. My gosh. 15-year Foursquare. Oof. Aberdeen whiskey and master malts. Broom tub. Go cheap on Whiskey World. You gotta take a sip. Man, stop. I only have so much shelf space. And it's the problem right now. For those who have not been here much, this area has become... This is the area of the bottles I have to mostly do videos on. So those are over there. But as you can tell, it's very crowded over here. That continues in that direction. But you can't see, it's still very, very busy. I need better shelving. I need more shelving and better shelving, but on the list. Plus those are caving in. Just slightly. The bottles stay on there, but it has a little bow to it. Crap, I was gonna say something, I forgot what. I'm gonna pour my whiskey, that's what I'm gonna do. Once more, this is the Macklemore Scotch Malt Whiskey Society Distillers 64 release. 15 years, ABV 53.1%. The reason I'm pouring this, one, is because Sample Sunday. Yeah. And two, it's because I am ahead in my work stuffs. If you weren't here earlier, I did, I have the video for this week and the video for next week are uploaded and just sitting there waiting to go live. That doesn't happen very often. It's about the second time in the 4 or 5 years I've done this that has occurred. And I think that happened earlier this year for the first time, where I had to upload in advance of going to Texas for the Bastards Ball. The Bastards Ball? No, the Whiskey Somm Level 2, I think. What were the closest? Providence, Rhode Island, oddly enough. Possibly Connecticut. I don't know where the airport in Connecticut is, but I know, I can tell you this, and this is one of those little stories. When Rex and Daniel, who did a video about Irene Tan's new location, and that was the first time I met both of them, and Irene, and Cliff, and Johnny Kelly, there we go, who have their own distillery, they went from Texas to Providence. And it's less than an hour drive from Providence. It's about an hour's drive for me, a little over an hour, but from Providence it's probably 30, 40 minutes most, if that. Get some bourbon if you're there. Why not? I'm sure you probably have some whiskey. I have a feeling. ER10 Elephant Rum, literally. Yep, that's a beast. Donated to the channel by Cliffsmith. And I said I was going to put it on display, and it is. I have the actual smaller one I drink out of behind me. I just go to Providence. Providence is such a smaller airport. I can only imagine what Connecticut airports are like. But Providence, I can say for certain. Simple, quiet, nice bathrooms. Very nice bathrooms, actually. They just upgraded all of them. They actually are closed, and you can't see under or anything. It's very impressive. If nothing else, go to the airport in Providence for the nice bathrooms. Uh-oh. Jesus. Any madness. Yeah, right now I believe I'm going to go longer tonight because it's bourbon. I won't be going live. I haven't double checked that. I'll do that now. Thinking about it. Been enjoying chat too much. Remember Irish picks? Probably. Climb Kill Team, maybe? Oh, look, I'm live. Well, I see they're still up. I will reiterate this. Yeah, I don't know why I haven't taken it down yet. I assume it's because they have absolutely zero connection. Yeah, alright. I'll look at that later, but I have posted officially on their chat that they will not be going live unless something has changed. Oof, ooh. Oh, I spilled a little. What? What? Yeah, okay. It's the drink for the next hour right there, and possibly longer. Get all of it out of there. It looks amazing. Yeah, Bourbon, be safe. You know how I feel about people driving. All the time. Let alone driving far, far places. Yes, Providence it is. Thank you. You can stop by. I'm here. You let me know. I am basically one of the whiskey representatives in Rhode Island at this point. I'm the only whiskey somm in Rhode Island. I'm so fancy. I still have to get that like officially noticed. I don't know how, and I don't know if this is even possible, is to go to the state so you can get the official title of first blah 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 in the state. I know I am because of Wizard Academy, but Wizard Academy is in Texas. What about here? I want the official title, the first one in all of history. It'd be nice. Okay. Yeah, they didn't turn it off, and I keep like putting in chat that they said they weren't going to go live, so they only said it on Patreon, so again, I don't know what happened. Ugh. Carry ran through. Knob Creek 120. I was looking at Knob Creek recently. It was either the 9 year or the 12 year or something like that. I bet. That's... Yeah. I wasn't invited. Alright. I wouldn't have gone anyway. I hate to say that, but it's true. I can't afford it, for one. But, it's just... I'm just thinking about the type of event it is and how many people and how loud it would be. Oh, gosh. Anyhow. I'll be going to the Bastards Ball in October. That'll be my one big event, whiskey-wise, for this year. I will be listening Bourbon on the Banks, though, in Kentucky. I feel bad about that. That was fun. Good memories there. Brubaker knows. I saved you. I felt like shit the next day. Oh my. Ooh. Is this a sherry one? It's got a funk. Nice and sweet though. Mm. There's a lot in there too. I poured the whole thing out. I probably shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. I do my best not to get wasted. I can't afford to have that happen. For mental health reasons. I spent far too much of my life depressed to add more to that. So I have to be careful with this even. Every time I do a live stream, I have to be very cautious. Hell yeah, Mr. Great Shot. You said you can still get to Crowded Barrel fairly easily, right? It's just a little further away now. Hello. Little malt, little vanilla sweet. And it's, I mean, I'm being bamboozled by the color of this. This is supposed to be a Scotch. course, I want to say it's sherry influence, but I'm not certain about Scotch Malt Whiskey Society. Are they sticklers for that? Like, I don't even know if it's unchill filtered or anything. You know, no coloring added. I don't know if that's a big thing for them. I imagine it's not a major issue. It never really is. Scotch is still good. All right, time for a sippy sip. What was the proof again? Okay, 53.1, not too bad. Yeah, it is 15 years. That's why I want to, you know, I would love to believe that's from the influence, but... Ooh, that was intense. Ah, it's true hand delivery. I actually have at least 2 or 3 bottles at the distillery. That Crowded Barrel I have to pick up. I need to make sure I have enough space, as usual. I hope so. I mean, it's a great color. It's bourbon colored. You know, that's. But it looks like it's slightly got that red tinge to it. Makes me think sherry influence. Woof. I do have that option. It was Morgan. I might. It's not. The funny thing is, the proof isn't too high. My initial sip made me think it was higher, but 53.1%. Granted, that is high for a Scotch. Especially a 15-year Scotch. Jeez. 64 rare release. What does that mean? Jazz, where are you? Oh, before I forget. August is Psoriasis Awareness Month. I have it. It sucks. Thank you. Don't like it. It screwed me up as a kid. Or a teenager, I should say. That's when it started. Oh, man. That's delicious. Kind of spicy. Very spicy. Wow. It was like roses for a second there. Man, that's good. It's a little aggressive, but it's good. Oh, tongue tingles, man. Ever get those? On your tongue. This jar cask is adding color over the E150. It is a good option. Yeah. Oh. That's good stuff, man. A little rough. I don't think I've had any Macklemore. I get it. Okay. I mean, it's good no matter what it is, but it does hit a little rough initially. Hopefully it'll calm down once it's aired out a bit. But just being 15 years is, again, a nice way to be more rock, spicy leather. Yeah, absolutely spicy. I don't really get the leather part, but... And the mouth feels really good. It's, the word is viscous that's often used, but I like to think of it as something else. I don't remember what the word is, though. It's not silky, it's not viscous, it's closer to creamy, maybe velvety. You know, that's what it is. They all mean kind of the same thing, but it almost glides in a certain way. I don't know what this is about, but... Sorry, what? More. I can't tell if there's any peat to it. Because the spice notes, like for the very first second, It almost seems like it's a peat spice, but I have no idea what these guys do normally. I do see what you mean about the leather. I don't think that's what I'd call it, though. What is that? Maybe tobacco? Like cigar tobacco? Or burnt toast? Not burnt toast, just toast. Corn and whiskey. Hello. Welcome. Yeah, creamy to me is more, creme brulee. Creamy. Yeah, that's what it is. But velvety is more in line with certain. I'm thinking of like chocolate velvet cake, like that. That's a whole different beast. It slides. Ooh. Who wants dessert? I actually want dinner. I haven't had anything to eat for dinner. I had a sandwich for lunch, and I had not much for breakfast. I had my yogurt drink. This is me checking in, by the way. I gotta make sure I eat stuff. One of my failings. I have decided to get the, I've been using like the protein drinks, which is fine for protein, but I need calories. So I need to start buying those. Actually get calories rather than just the basic elements. I have enough protein today, but I'm so tired. I don't get 2,000 calories a day. Absolutely not. Never. I got the whiskey. Corn and whiskey. Corn and whiskey is what I see now. Cardew and Machmore are backbone cores of Diageo, but oh, that checks out. Yeah, I don't think it is, but I have that like locked in my head for Scotch. I'm always like, if it's a Scotch, I know anything about. If it's a Scotch, I do not know anything about, like this one. Unless it's sweeter. This one's spicy. That's what's throwing me off. Is if it was just a sweet Speyside Scotch, there wouldn't be an issue. But there's this initial spice that leans me into thinking peated something, because that's what I get. I get that spicy tongue tingly bit, and I think I've gotten kind of stuff and whiskey. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Stuff and whiskey. They're another channel. They do stuff and whiskey. They're along the lines of what I do, except they do it better. And one of them is more attractive. I'll just let you guess which one. Not peat that I know of, but it's a touch smoky. It has a different source than peat. Yeah, it's just spicy. You know, it just throws me off being a Scotch like that. But 15 years in barrel will do that. It becomes wood spice. Needed, not necessarily peated spice. Those bastards. Damn you. Hey. Glad someone's paying attention. This makes me feel like a madman, by the way, if I start doing it like this. Like it's some kind of secret. I'm just hiding. If someone were to walk in here and see me doing this, they'd be like, "Are you okay?" It's like, yes. Also, that person would not last long walking into my apartment. Unwelcome. That's a little. Set the whiskey. Yeah. Sorry. They have really good production value. That's my failing, if you want to call it that. All I have is the webcam. It works. But I do not have the funds. This is a common theme around here. I am the jank of Whiskey Tube World. Don't have no job. This is the job. I don't have all the bells and whistles. I do have a fancy lighting source there. That's the only fancy thing I have so far. Although I do have at least, let's see, I've talked about this before. I forgot that one. Shoot. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 technically light sources. That's it. All right around me right now. And here's the thing. Guess who helped me with the lighting? Yes, they did. They helped me with the lighting. Or Josh did, I think. Aaron helped me with skincare products, weirdly enough. Should ask her about it. She loves it. I think she was into it for some reason. I forget how this happened. That's it. Josh talked about lighting, and Aaron was talking about skin products, their skincare. That's probably the last time I was in one of their chats. Again, I have blinds on when it comes to other channels. It's just easier. I'm able to focus on what I need to do rather than getting distracted by what everyone else is doing. It's a very common theme in the Whiskey 2 world. Sorry, music got me. Oops. It's funny, this nose is very simple. It's vanilla. It's a little malty. It doesn't have an extreme funk. There's some fruit notes, berry notes, jam. Which just makes me think it's got some sherry influence somehow. That nice little thread of vanilla. I like vanilla a lot. I took a big sip. Oh yeah, that's good. That's a different type of Scotch to me. I have very not set in stone, but set ideas of what Scotch are, and they're just the extremes. Space sides or peated stuff. You spin it. Spin it right round, baby, right round. Like a record player. Right round, round, round. Shoot! Look what I've done to myself. Oh, that's nice. I needed that. Water is good. Hydration is key, as some would say. Remember, I stole that. That's not just a me saying. I stole it from a steam-powered giraffe song. I don't even remember which one. If you're wondering what the heck is steam-powered giraffe, well, look up the song Honeybee on YouTube. Watch that video. Then you'll know. And you'll be very confused. It was the first song I saw by them, and I really liked it. I've liked them ever since, even though they're a bit, like me. Except robots. Part I didn't mention. Yeah. That doesn't hit me like a Scotch. If someone put that in front of me and had me try it and said this is Scotch, I'd be like, bullshit. Yeah. What's the cover? Summertime whatever? Yes, Summertime Sadness. That's probably what it was. Oh no, that's not the song. They have a couple of covers. We're talking about Steam Powered Giraffe. But summertime, summertime sadness. It's the summertime sadness. Woo, woo. Yeah, that one. Kiss me hard before you go. Summertime sadness. That's one of the covers they did. They have at least two more. They did the Diamond song, Shine Bright Like a Diamond. And they did one that's more recent with one of their newest bandmate. He's got a wonderful voice, good God. Unbreak My Heart. There we go. It was in there. Had to go through the Rolodex. Some people don't know what a Rolodex is. Anyway. Don't break my heart, say you love me again. It's all cross. I mean, maybe. I'm alive. Alright, I'm gonna double check something. 8:05. It's just from my own mental state, nothing else. See if it's Bourbon Night is actually going live. I don't think they can because they had said they had no cable. And it doesn't look like they're doing it, and there are about 37 people waiting. Hold on. Crap. There. That's all I can do. I can't even do anything on their channel. I'm a moderator, but I can't like cancel the stream or anything. That's all them. All I can do is post in the chat. Sure, Kitty, if you can pop over there too. So it's not just me saying, hey, nothing's happening. Maybe send them over here. I don't do that. It covers from all types. I forget who does the Right Round song. For some reason, I'm thinking of a different song. What's the one that's like a joke? Like you rickrolled someone? That's right. What's that song? Whatever. Anyhow, we're getting distracted in my head here. Let's not do that. Now I'm partially sidetracked by the fact that it's Bourbon Night. Should be going live, but they're not, and I can't do anything other than just spam their chat. Being like, hey, don't wait around. They lost the cable. Sorry. I'll pop over. I'm gonna keep myself in the chat just in case people start asking questions. Awkward. Hey. That's just me. God, this feels weird. I have no control over the channel, but all I can do is like copy paste. Be like, yeah, they're not here. They're not. Spam in chat. I just feel bad. Like if anyone's just waiting for them to start. KillCo distracted? Never. Touche, Zenbu, touche. It's amazing I get anything done ever. Plug your channel. I don't feel right plugging someone else, my channel, to do because of someone else's, you know, technical issues. If someone else wants to do that, I won't stop you. But I know I should. I'm just guilt-ridden constantly. Candy Road, hello, cheers, welcome. Wow. You're a live show. I am. Again, I won't stop someone else from saying that. But I'm not very good at promoting myself. That's what I am. That's what I am. Absolutely. It's hard for me to even give out a business card to people. The only reason I got to figure that one out is there are two things that can happen. One, they will not know my channel exists at all. Two, I will give them a business card. They might know my channel exists. So there's one where they won't and one where they might. Emphasis on might, because they just throw the card away or lose it or get sent to laundry. You do the laundry and it gets destroyed, something. I'm actually not sure where those are, come to think of it. I think they're in my backpack up there. David Basie, hello. Cheers and this hot mess. For those of you who are just showing up, whomever you are, from wherever you are, we are sampling Manicmore, SMWS, Scotch Malt Whiskey Society, Distillery 64 Rare Release, is what it's called. Aged 15 years, ABV 53.1. It's quite a surprise. It is not what I anticipated from a Scotch. At all. Ow. Ugh. I'm sure I said hello to Gandy Rye just now, but... Road, sorry. But hello again, just because I just got distracted. Mark, I see you. I mean, Mr. Great Shot. Sorry. People are still in chat over there, stop. Oh. The joys of moderating, man. Yay. I feel so bad. Like, Chad and Sarah, like, I guess they're completely locked out. I'm mostly surprised they didn't just take down the stream. But if they have no internet and they have a serious bad connection, like for the cell phone, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I'm even able to get rid of it. Well, actually, I don't know. Hold on. Hold that thought. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if I could stop a live stream from my phone. I feel like I could, but I never had to. I don't want to try to figure that one out. Yes, thank you, Mr. Great Shot. I saw it. I know it. We got it. I got the notifications on right now. Foursquare and Sherry Bomb earlier. Woo! Sounds nice. I've heard of Foursquare. Foursquare to me means something else, though. That's a random app that I know of. That song stuck in my head. Answering questions now. Oh. Here's something I've noticed. What time is it? Yeah. I've noticed, and I hope some of you have noticed too, I have a keen interest on when the sun starts to set again. Just recently it's gone to that point where it used to be it would set, at least in the New England area, it would set right around 8 something, just after 8 o'clock p.m. That is slowly going the other way now, so it's been setting just before 8 p.m. You know what that means? Autumn's on its way. Slowly, but surely, as it always does. Oh, yes. I'm still, again, surprised that this thing is so damn spicy. I might add some water to it, honestly. I still have a lot left, but... What I always worry about with water is I add it and it messes it up. No one wants that. I especially don't want that. Ouch. Oof. It's like prunes. Thank you, Eva Williams. This guy, all he can do is spam the chat with the same thing over and over again. It's the easiest thing to do. It's like, hey, attention. Just, what's going on here? Oh, man. I would never guess this is a Scotch. Damn. Did they? That's awesome. Okay. I'm blanking out. I have my brain in 2 places. It's not good for me. But I'm seeing people show up. I'm like, hi. Wait, didn't I just say hi? Because I had the hello and then something else, and then came back and went, I did say hello. Ah. All right, we're gonna add some water. 2 drops. Blue Jay Way. Hello. Welcome. As you can see, I'm still here for now. Good to see you. Welcome back. Where have you been? No. It is always nice to have people come back to the fold, check out the stuff, see what's going on. I know for a lot of people in the States anyway, I'm technically on early, even though I know of a number of the other channels that are on earlier than me. And much later. 7 p.m. is my happy place because it's 7 Eastern. And I'm going a little longer today because of a problem that happened with its bourbon night. And I'm going to let as many people know about it as I can. TCT, first time here. Uh-oh. I'm clearly a professional and nothing weird happens here ever. Hello. Welcome. Nice. Welcome to the jank, I will say. Thank you for being here. Please, oh, I gotta do the thing. I'm really good at this. If you are new, it helps. If you like them, thank okay, bye. Ow. There you go. Done. I'm gonna have to change these soon. For those who are new. Really? The lighting just went weird. Not the lighting, my software was like, whoa! More something, more light. Anyway, the corners are seasonal. So I have one for, this is the summer one, obviously. Summer, autumn, winter, spring. I thought it was a nice touch. But eventually, probably the end of September is the official time, I will switch back to the leaves, the autumnal leaves. We'll see. Mm-hmm. Ah. I'm something. That's what I said. What are you? No, I'm a friendly ghost. Casper, the friend. Brian, the friendly. No, it doesn't work. I'm a friendly host. I'm the host with the most. Get it? Host, ghost with the. No. I'm so funny, I can hardly stand being around myself. Okay, I haven't seen anything else happening. It's Bourbon Night Chef Rod, so try not to be distracted by that anymore. Yeah, it's been 15 minutes, so hopefully if anyone's late, they will realize nothing's going on. Oh, what was I gonna do? Water. Where's my thing? So I'm gonna add 2 drops to about 1.5 ounces-ish. I haven't really taken this down very far, and I've had it going for a little bit here. Don't drink too fast. 2 drops of water. 1, 2. There we go. That'll bring it maybe a little closer to 50%. I don't know. The ghost host with the most. Hell yeah. If you haven't caught on, I'm doing random Beetlejuice references. Ghost with the most. I actually had, I kind of wish I still had them. But fire damaged the house and everything I had, toy-wise, kind of got destroyed. Unfortunately, but I used to have a lot of Beetlejuice toys. Like when Beetlejuice the cartoon was out. If you remember that at all, but I had a lot of toys from that. I was a strange child. Oh, and also, let's raise a glass to, hold on. Don't mind me. I'm definitely not checking something that I know but is not coming to my brain because I remember one thing and not another. Paul Rubens, we'll raise a glass to him. Because unfortunately he died to cancer, so as always, fuck cancer. We all know that here. Yes, he is. Every time Evil Williams is here, I just kind of brace myself for something. Actually, no, I feel like that usually, but he makes it a little worse. In a good way, but also just... just a wee glass. Shoot. Ooh. Okay. Unfortunately, that changed the texture. It made it a little thinner, so it's not as velvety. But it also tamped down the spices, just a smidge. It was more agreeable. Less just kind of punchy spice and more of a mellow Yeah, mellow spice. Mellow spice. So it doesn't, spicy can be sharp, if that makes sense. Sharp like a pin. So, this has smoothed that down a little. Although it still changed the texture a bit, and that sucks. The texture was really nice. But I think I'll leave it there. Let it sit, mingle a bit more. For the most part, it's actually pretty nice now. I feel that Scotch Malt Whiskey Society stuff is meant to be explored with a couple drops of water, that sort of thing, because it is a Scotch at a much higher proof than normal. Sorry, than what is typically released by big brands. There we go. Here, one more check. Just one more. Damn it. Okay. Cheers, y'all. One last post. There we go. Okay. That's all I got. It's been 20 minutes, so if anyone else is a moderator and it's Bourbon Night, wants to keep an eye on it. But I figure if I've been there for 20 minutes and halfway, their stream would be halfway over almost. Yeah. I like lattes. What are we talking about? Actually, I don't love latte. I like cold brews more now. I go through phases, by the way. Coffee's good. That'll do. But my caffeine fix has gone much higher than just a cup of coffee. Literally 16 ounces of coffee, actually, is usually what I do. Not enough. I went for lattes for a while until I realized I was drinking mostly milk and just increasing the amount of espresso. So then I just went over to cold brew. Nitro cold brew if you can get it. That's the really good stuff. So lately I've been doing cold brews. I only wish I could make that stuff at home, but I don't have the patience nor the ability to keep focused on what I'm doing that long. There's still a birthday month bottle sitting next to me. Again, one thing I have to do once this is over is get these situated for the winner of last month. Tune in, if you are here now, make sure you tune in either next Friday, well, sometime this month. I'm not going to say exactly when, because I don't even know. But I will do another giveaway soon. And this month is the weird month. I decided that because summertime, for those who are unaware, all of you are here, so thank you for that. But during the summer months, viewership just goes down over the entirety of YouTube. It's just a thing. People are not inside watching YouTube videos as much as they are out doing stuff or taking care of their children or whatever the heck people do in their normal lives. So there's always a slump in the summer. So to counter that, I decided to just put out some random stuff that I've been meaning to open that is not always whiskey related. I have two of them next to me. Where's the other two? I think I put one of them away, and then, oh yeah, the other one I already drank all of it. You'll see that not this week, but next week. I think I put the other one away. And there are 5 Wednesdays this month, by the way. That was a surprise. The joys of monthly videos. I have to find out how many weeks there are going to be and figure it out from there. Yeah. Anything that's a higher proof, anything that's 50% or more, or even less, I wouldn't mind exploring Elijah Craig, and that's 47, which is high for, well, what? How do I say this? 47 for someone who's just getting into whiskey would be very high. So that's when you can explore with people who are just getting introduced to whiskey, because it's a lower proof, but it's also a higher proof of the lower proof. Does that make any sense? I hope so. Oop. Yep. I think I'm going to leave this alone, because I'm sad that the palate changed, but it's also not as spicy, which makes it a little easier to drink. I've said on this channel that I like high proof stuff, but there's a tipping point where the proof gets in the way of the enjoyment, as far as, you know, how many times we're going to sip it in a certain amount of time. And I feel like whiskey should be sipped in a somewhat regular fashion if you're in good company. So maybe 3 or 4 sips within 20 minutes, something like that. But if it's really high proof, I'm going to have trouble coming back to it, because every time I take a sip, it's going to be distracting and punchy. Oh yeah, that's good. Kathy Huey, you get a gold star, since there may or may not be a gin video coming up soon. You'll see. Yeah. I mean, it's exploratory. Something you can't really do with beer. I mean, you could, but most people don't. Hello. Children. I don't know if that can be heard, but there was some thud, 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 noise, noise, noise in the hallway just now. It's fine. I will say, hold on. I have a shoulder issue, and I got a cortisone shot. If you ever had one of those, that's an experience. But that was about, what, in April? Honestly, I'm not sure when it was. Yeah, something like that. But acting up again, so the cortisone shot really helped. But now it's sort of rearing its head again. But it feels okay now. It is unpleasant right about there. Nothing serious, but super annoying. Thankfully, if I just keep drinking whiskey, I don't feel it as much. This is fine. That's the rumor. It's a great shot. You may know... How do I say this so you understand it and other people might not? Some people might apologize for ordering gin. That was good, right? I wouldn't, though. Vocation Brewery. They got some beers from IPA to chocolate malts. Ooh, yum. I said it here, but if you haven't been here recently, I went through phases with my initial entrance into whiskey. So I went through, what was it was, I don't know if this is the right order, but there were wines, beers, sake, of all things. And then I landed on whiskey, thankfully. So that was nice. I still have some beer bottles up there because I am a single 43-year-old man and no one can tell me not to do that. Oh, there's a Jaeger bottle up there, like a 1.75 handle. I don't know why. I must have been drinking that for funsies at one point. Not a good thing. You've ever had a, what the heck are they called? What's the drink that's Jägermeister and Red Bull? I've had some of those once upon a time. They're great if you just want to stay up all night and feel like crap the next day. Jaeger bombs? Is that what those are? I don't know. Not doing that anymore. There's something else I thought about recently. I don't know how I do it, and it makes me paranoid to think about it. But I have all this room up here since I moved the picture. And I don't think I could pull it off, but I have to do some rearranging of stuff, and I'm trying to think of things in a normal adult fashion. Like, how could I make this more interesting? Like, this is about as interesting as my brain goes. There's a stuffed dragon over there with a bullet bourbon neck chief that I got at some event, and the Whiskey Tribe sunglasses. That's it. That's my idea of decorating. But one thing I do have that I almost want to put on display, but I don't know where I would put it, since if I put it anywhere, it'd be dangerous. I have a collection of shot glasses from my younger days, where I just had them. Again, I have a bit of a grab and keep problem. Working on it. But, it'd be fun to put some of those on display. Yeah, I want to try more martinis. The problem is, I have to go to a place that's going to do it right. That's the hard part. You can't just go to any bar and say, hey, I'll have a blah, blah, blah martini and expect it to be amazing. Same with restaurants. I've had some martinis at restaurants, and they're usually just dessert ones. Like a go-to is like a... God, what the hell is it? Espresso martini? Oh, hell yeah. Those are hard to mess up because there's espresso in it, so I'm content with that. But I have to try some other ones. That's the default one I go to, and that's pretty much dessert. Or a mudslide martini or something like that. Always the sugary candied things. I've never actually had a regular martini with olives because I don't like olives. Too salty. I don't know, again, we're rolling back to the discussion on climate change we started this stream with, but yeah. Texas is death right now. I have a mindset if you're living in an area where you could just die because it's too hot out, maybe go somewhere else. That's my thought process. I'm spoiled by living near the ocean. Ah, shoot. By the sea, Mr. Todd. Whiskey Knows, hello. Welcome. Hope you are well. When are you going to visit me? I mean, hi. Lemon drop. That's what I haven't tried, right? If I have, it's been quite a while. My problem is I have martinis at restaurants. They have a bar and they can make one, but doesn't mean it's a good thing. So I'd have to go to an actual classy place. And the problem is when I go to a decent bar, it's a decent bar that has a stunning whiskey selection. So I'm probably not gonna order a martini. For those who are visiting the area, Kathy, if you ever go to either Providence, check out the East End, although they're usually only open for dinner, like 4 p.m. They have a wonderful whiskey selection there. Oh my gosh. Or if you actually go to Newport, Rhode Island, there's a place called Busker's. I think there are a few other places that have decent selections, but I know the woman at Busker's is professional. She's the one who curates that whiskey selection. Yeah, yeah, Mr. Great Shot, you guys are getting screwed because you have summer where the sun comes out and the heat wants to be dead, and then you have these new winters of yours where everything gets screwed by the cold. So it's like someone's messing with the thermometer. They're just like, crank it all the way up, crank it all the way down, crank it all the way up. Ah. Yep. Below average temperatures, really. More rain, like you need more rain. Is it more rain? Hold on. El Nino effect has messed up the UK summers. It is showers and below average temperatures. Okay, so rain is good and also bad if there's too much of it. But my big stunning realization for, I guess, being an American, a stupid American, is like Britain and places like that, they didn't have air conditioning. They didn't need it. It wasn't a thing they had to have. And I've heard the weather getting so much hotter, people are like, we need AC now. So someone over there is making bank on getting air conditioning for that entire country. Alaska's melting. Yep. I'm not going to be underwater. I live in a hill. I'm in one of the higher parts of the state. So the water is pretty far away. Unfortunately, the place I grew up in, or was born on and grew up in, Aquidneck Island, may have less of itself soon. But not so much that it would cover the whole thing, thankfully. I like to say my generation is going to see some weird stuff, and the next few, good luck. I have a lot of whiskey to share, but it's wild. Try not to think about it too much. I love the thinking of I assume many people here who watch my channel are around my age, and if anyone couldn't tell, turned 43 last month. Doesn't feel like I am, but hey, I did. The shoulder thing kind of is a clue. I'm getting older. But my generation got to see I don't even remember the radio dying. We got to see cassettes and CDs. Those are what happened. And then we got into digital whoozy whatsits for a little bit. Cell phones became a thing. Well, they grew. They were a thing, but they grew into something else. The internet. There was a time in my life where the internet didn't exist. Phones did. They were on the wall. But you can go a little farther back, and record players were a big deal once upon a time. That was before my time, though. Ah, yes, Peter White. That's another one. The world is actually on fire. What do you do about it? A friend of mine who lives out west, I've talked about her many times. She's a dear friend of mine. I love her with all my heart. She travels with RV stuff. She lives in an RV, and she takes care of the campsites. She'll be the one you would talk to if you were gonna stay there. And she keeps stuff clean and proper. But she's told me numerous times about the smoke. And not long ago, Canada was burning enough to, get smoke over New York and parts of where I live. Blue Jay, I live in Rhode Island, and there is a specific location in Rhode Island, one of many, called Aquidneck Island. It is one of the islands of Rhode Island. And you have to, it's only bridge. You have to go over a bridge to get to it. So I had a fairly secluded upbringing, but now I live just over the bridge, still in Rhode Island. But also right next to Massachusetts, and I can get to Massachusetts, Connecticut fairly easily. So I got connections. 8 tracks in the shag wagon. Oh my god. I have heard of that. I forget what it is. Record players in the set. VCR came along after college. Yeah, I remember VCRs. I do remember a time where I watched black and white television. That was way back. Reel to reel? Yep. As far as Norway, I remember computers being in my parents' house for the first time. And then I clicked with those, and it's been that way ever since. I've never stopped looking at one. It's either in my hand or right in front of me like now. Totally healthy. Yeah. I was going somewhere with all that. Oh, my father, my own parents, and my coming into everything that I've done. How weird it is to think about what's happening in your life and how you got to where you are. Don't do it too often, but here we are. So my father made audiobooks, and he had the tape. He had to put one record thing here, not record, but reel. So it had to go through, and he was recording onto cassettes. Wild times back then. You'd have to actually cut it if there were any edits to be made. But because of all of that, because of him doing his own business, making audiobooks again, link should be down below for the book that got me interested, well, both of us interested in whiskey, the Whiskey Women book. It's there if you want to buy it, or if you want to look at Jimson recordings on Audible. There's a whole bunch of books he's done over decades, like I said, from back when cassettes were a thing. But it's funny how his work brought us into a certain book about whiskey. Now I'm doing this. Whiskey Psalm level 2. It's a little weird. I take frequent trips to Texas. Frequent as in once a year. Or twice in this case. So it's wild to think about how your life is a bit of a roller coaster, and how you got to where you are is so incredibly random. 1173 SD 455 Trans AM 8-track Machine Head blasting. Machine Head is a band I like, by the way. TV for the first time in 1969. Was for watching A Flight to the Moon. Hey, that's a big one. Recently, I want to say yesterday or the day before, was one of the rovers landed on Mars. Yeah, Curiosity rover landed on Mars on the 5th in 2012. Whew, hot minute. So we also got stuff on other planets. That's another thing that's happened. 10-4, very cool. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. With all my problems up until now, there's a lot of good things that have happened. I consider myself very fortunate, even if things are a little shaky. Black and white TVs that shrank to a nipple when you turn them off. Yep, they went. I believe that's why when you said that, I think about the Looney Tunes. You know, that. Well, think of it this way. James Morgan, you and I would never have had a conversation if things hadn't turned out. So I'd say it's a good thing. Plus, just learning more about whiskey and meeting awesome whiskey folk. I mean, come on. I get to do this as someone who has issues with crowds and talking to people in general, in person at least. This is very helpful for my social well-being and mental state a bit. Certainly helps. Screaming chicken. I want some chicken now. I still need to eat food. It's on the list. I just don't know what it's going to be yet. Hey, get up and change. Yeah. Getting up to change the channel. All that. In my case, I've even stepped away from television. I haven't watched a television in a decade, like on purpose. You know, at a restaurant or something when they're plastered all over the place. I don't have much choice. But as far as watching anything, it's on my computer nowadays. I have a nice computer screen, so that's all I need. And you're sitting on top of it, technically. You're welcome. I mostly just watch Paramount and Disney Plus, and I used to watch Netflix until Netflix got annoying. And I can't... Well, I don't know if I can afford Netflix. I haven't checked, but I'm mad at them for making it so my parents' Netflix can't be watched from here. Boo. It's another whole thing that changed. The way we consume media. I have so many CDs and DVDs. I can't even do anything with. Oh, stop it. I don't even like catfish. Actually, I don't know if I like catfish, but I get kind of... For someone who lives in the ocean state, you'd think I like every kind of seafood imaginable, but I don't. I'm very happy with fish and chips, though. It's hard to turn out. It's hard to mess that up. Okay, you a good night. Have a good week. Be safe. Drink some water. Get some rest. Eat some food. All that. I say that to you because I should say that to myself. Alright, we're winding now. We got about 15 minutes left. Who's going live next? Pinch Hitter's gonna go live next, right? I heard that somewhere, somehow. Someday. Why must I be like this? I heard that song earlier. Maybe not today, maybe yesterday. I'll look into it. I don't want my parents to lose their Netflix, but we'll see. Oh, really? I mean, delicious. Here's the thing. One note I've been waiting to run into again. Bourbon neophyte. There we go. I heard something about something earlier. I just don't remember what. What was I saying? Wait. Fish. Oh, one note I'm terrified of running into with whiskey. Swordfish. It's similar to the mulch place. I've talked about a very large outdoor facility that stores mulch and manure, and you drive past it and it's just a very you know what it is immediately. And I've caught that on whiskeys before, but if I ever catch swordfish on a whiskey, I will have a problem. Because I do like cooked swordfish. Oh, yeah, I have to blame Mama KillCo for that one. She would make swordfish at the house, and it stunk up the entire house. I'm never gonna eat that unless it's made correctly. I have no idea if my mom made it right, but I know the smell of it is a vivid memory for me. Do it. Come on down. Again, Providence, Newport. Newport especially if you want to see some freaking crazy mansions that people used to live in. Insane. My senior prom was at one of the mansions. It's bonkers. Or, more importantly, you can go to Irene Tan's store. It's not far from here. Less than an hour's drive. You can get all the whiskey ever. But one of the things I try to do, inadvertently, unintentionally almost, is get people interested in visiting Rhode Island. It's a very small place. It's easy to visit a lot of places all at once. But there's also the fact that Newport's got historic value. The White Horse Tavern specifically. The mansions. Ocean Drive. Portsmouth to me has significance because I grew up there, but it's just a beautiful location. Plenty of places to hide. Joe the Sample Guy. Something like that, Joe. Yeah. It's like they have a pile of it, like a pile of a whole bunch of stuff, and that's part of it. Just out. Taking up space. It's not great. It's not a great smell. But it's a vivid one. It's one I have locked in there. Much like the swordfish. Ugh. Yeah, Blue Jay, Quinnipiac Island's a wonderful place. It's my little secret. I also feel very fortunate with all the horrible things going on all over the world. Nice and sequestered in a tiny little spot. Ugh. Oh, fuck. Yeah, we're talking about buskers in particular. Solid whiskey selection. Ask for Lauren. She's the one who curates, literally curates the whole selection. And the creme brulee. It is Bailey's creme brulee, like Bailey's Irish cream creme brulee. Want some right now. Brian Toner. Hello. Welcome. Do it. Yeah, certain smells will just stay. Those are two that come to mind right now. I'm sure there are other ones. I don't know exactly what, but they're not always the greatest. Oh, there's another one. Very easy. Often got on some scotches, peated scotches in particular. Red Tide is what it's called around here. It's where the seaweed just piles up. Where the bacteria and the seaweed pile up onto the beaches. It smells awful. It smells so bad. It's called Red Tide. It's gross. You can look it up. Pop KillCo, hello. We were just talking about how cancer sucks. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. I know you got your treatment a little while ago. That could have been last week, actually. It was probably last Monday. But I feel like I've seen you since then. We'll have to get breakfast sometime soon, there. You, me, and Ma. Ma. Oh, where? Figure that later. Maybe the barn? It's a long trip for you to get to the barn. We'll see. Maybe the new place for Cindy's was. They got pretty good food there. We got about 10 minutes left. Heads up. And thank you for all the little notifications. Not notifications, but if you click the heart or the whatever it is in chat, I do see it. I appreciate that. It's a nice little hello. You're doing great. It's a weird implementation from YouTube, but I'm for it. It tells me to keep going. How did he start talking about cancer? There was a reason we were talking about it, but I've completely blanked out into what it was. I always think about Esther Day recently. If you don't know what Esther Day is, look it up. It was August 3rd? I believe it was the 3rd. I have the definition up here. I had to send it to a friend. But I want all of you to put this in your calendar. It's very important. To me. I mean, you could probably hear this and be like, screw that guy. Esther Day. Also, screw cancer. It's part of this. It's a young woman who died years ago from cancer. So, but the community of people around her, another internet community. Esther Day takes place every year on August 3rd in celebration of Esther Earle's birthday. This is something she wanted people to do on her birthday. She was gone. It's awful. The day is celebrated in the online Nerdfighter community. If you don't know what that is, check out Logs Brothers. It's these two gentlemen, actually. If you're wondering who they are, they're the Log Brothers. So that's a little mystery solved if you haven't been here for a while. Led by Hank, John Green. That's who they are. It's to remind folks to express their love for friends and family. That's it. Just tell people you don't that you do love, that you don't typically tell them you love them. Tell them you love them that day. Yeah, what I said. I think it's a pretty cool holiday. A nice way to celebrate something. Kind of sad that it turned out because of this girl. I don't even think she made it to 18. She passed away. You can look into it. Again, it's a nice holiday. It's a nice idea. So it's something you can do in August. I think I mentioned it on Facebook, probably. Sahara. Yeah. I was wondering, if you're ever curious about anything behind me, just ask. There's a reason for all of it. Not necessarily a good reason, but there are reasons. This is actually their April Fool's poster. That's why I put it up there, because I don't know what else to do with it. It's a good poster, but for one April Fool's Day, and I knew it was. I knew they weren't going to do it, but I was hoping. They were talking about making their own beers. This was during the time I was interested in beers. So this lineup here was supposed to have like Nerdfighter names. They gave us stickers for it. I don't know where the hell they are. They're around. That's right, Sugar Kitty. Yeah, she died at 16, which is, again. Anyway. Yeah, this is the April Fool's poster because they were joking about how they're going to make beer, and they didn't. But the poster's good. It's a good poster. What was my point? What they did instead, though, again, I am not a spokesperson for them or in any way, shape, or form. I just know I've been in that community, like, far off-wise. I have an interest in it, and they're doing kick-ass stuff. They have a whole entire charity called, something to decrease world suck. Decreasing world suck is a good goal. So I do talk about the stuff they're doing, like their what's it called? Sierra Leone. They're looking to build a hospital to lower the infant mortality there in Africa. That's a good idea. It's a nice thing to do because too many people there are dying of just having children. That's messed up. And two things they do to get more money for that is they have a socks club they do. Wild, but their socks are nice. And what's the other one? Coffee. The Awesome Coffee Club. Which I do, because I am attempting to not buy as much Starbucks. But I do like cold brew. It's sad. It's unfortunate for me. I bought one earlier today and had the last of it before the stream started, so that'll wear off soon. Five Fingers got it. Socks and coffee. What more could you want? They also have weird stuff like Pizza Miss. Look it up. It's much easier than me trying to explain it because it doesn't make sense to begin with. Pizza Miss and Pizza John. It's wild. There's a lot of wild stuff in their community. It's really good. I take my time with it. I was thinking I'd pour something else, but considering I haven't had dinner, I'll wait. Plus, I need to be coherent enough to do this. This is the magic of my raffles. If you want to see what I do, this is quality entertainment right here. This is a Dynamo Letter Tag that I bought at Staples. Not sponsored. But I just type in A print. I actually think the batteries are dying. It's a fun noise, right? And I put that one of these. Fill it up. Hydration is key. Thank you, Mr. Great. But there's a little excitement for the day. There's so much else I can do with it, but I just don't. Sorry, that was loud. It's a limited resource, much like everything else I do. I have to spend money to make money, as it were. I figure I should make a specific amount for me drinking water. Like if someone wanted me to just drink water, which is a thing. Like streamers do that. It's wild. But don't worry, Mr. Great Shot, you get it for free. Hydration is key. Very important. Are you drinking enough water before you go to bed? No? Oh, okay, we're coming up to the last 5 minutes of the stream. I don't usually, well, I can do 2-hour streams, but I didn't really plan on this one. Someone needs to design that into whiskey shirt, yeah. I don't see how a hydration is key would be a great whiskey shirt, but cheers, James Ward. I'm mulling around the whole t-shirt idea. I think what I worry about with this channel is there are too many things that channels do that they do very fast. Like once the channel goes up to 1,000 subscribers, they feel like they have to roll out merchandise and Glencairn glasses and challenge coins and all that. And I'm just like, no, it would be a great idea if I could afford to do it, but I can't. Right now, anything you want as a t-shirt goes through Teespring. They're not the best, but they're the easiest. I only have about 2 shirts because I haven't bothered. I try to be. I'm not very good at it, but I try to be sensible. I think stuff like merchandise and that sort of thing, that'll happen eventually, if it's going to happen. There are shirts available, but it's not my main focus. My main focus is this. And dealing with the whiskey stuff. That's it. The merchandise will happen eventually. But I want better designs. Like this one's good. This is a whiskey tribe right here, but what I may do at some point is, if you've noticed the new logo, I helped create that yesterday. Well, I was working on it yesterday. And it still needs some fine tuning, I feel, but it's almost there. Putting that on the shirt would be kind of cool. And maybe putting KillCo under it. Haven't decided. Or above it, or across it. I don't know. I haven't decided what to do with it. Maybe just say KillCo Whiskey Musings underneath it. Something. Designing shirts is a pain, man. It's I studied graphic design, so I can do it, but ugh. It's so hard to get good ideas. KillCo fridge magnets, yeah. What it would be, I don't know. I could probably make my old logo into that, but I'm trying to find new stuff to make. I do have some. I just looked at my fridge. I have at least 4. One from Crowded Barrel, one from Whiskey Tribe, one from the spin class I go to, and the other one is from the circuit training I go to twice a week. So they work. I mean, I have them for other places. I just don't think about them. They are there just to be there. I could put them on the back of my car. I don't know. Wait, my bumper wouldn't have anything like that. It wouldn't stick. Whatever. It's all up here. It's all mulling around in the back of my head. All right, coming up to the last minute. Stay tuned for this week's video on Wednesday. I hope you like it. Again, August is different stuff, not whiskey related. Not all of them are whiskey related. But I think you'll enjoy them. I enjoyed doing it. I still have more to edit. I may do some of that tomorrow or the next day. I don't know yet. See how I'm feeling. Always depends on how I'm feeling. 9 o'clock. Got it. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you.
out there. Whee!
Thank you for joining me on KillCo Whiskey Musings. You can find my social media and Patreon in the links below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.